What's up, everyone? Because I'm a Fury here. And let's not forget and let's remember that just no more than weeks ago, Sean Layton is no longer in charge of PlayStation. And you know what's the funny thing? This comes right on the eve of Sony revamping their entire approach on the PlayStation Now aspect by dropping the price. Why? Because they're going after Game Pass. You think Sony was going to leave money on the table? Come on, y'all. Like, everybody knows that. But what's amazing is that before doing this video, I did a search about it. And what do I find? Most of just about all of the Sony fanboys who are infamous on YouTube are generating crickets right now. Because remember all of that talk about Sony doubling down their love for the hardcore gamers. Remember that, right? Remember what Porter Rock said. Remember what MBG, whoever, all these other people. What's that black dude that got a retainer in his mouth? He sounded like he got a fucking retainer in his mouth. Griffin makes fun of him all the time. It's the funniest shit ever. Anyway, everybody is generating cricket noise right now. That means they ain't saying shit. Because it's just like I've been saying on this little ass channel of mine. Sony is going to show everybody their true hand. And this is why I don't fuck with fanboys. Okay? This is why people would think because I actually bring light to the other things that I'm actually down with Microsoft. No, I'm not. I'm just saying, Sony fanboys like the dog pile on Microsoft every chance they get. Meanwhile, their actions when it comes to Sony is, oh, this is fine. This is, it's not gonna happen. And then when it does happen, they gotta promote it like it's the best thing on the planet. Nintendo fanboys do the same shit, and I'm saying, as a multi-console person, I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous. You guys are a bunch of fucking hypocrites all around the board. But, like I said, crickets. Crickets right now. Because why? Sony, in the end, will not give a fuck about the hardcore gamers when money is involved. And let's be honest, Sony needs money. Why you think they thought twice about the whole Spider-Man situation? Why you think they're going to finish working with the MCU? Because they have a third Spider-Man movie that the fans wanted from Marvel Studios. The Marvel Studios fans of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, they want to finish that trilogy so they can make potentially another $1 billion+ film. And Sony will pocket they will pocket 75% of that. And Marvel Studios will put in 25% of the movie's budget and pocket 25% of the profit. So, they going where Spider-Man is most popular at before they destroy the series again themselves. But then again, they are leaving the door open and they will return Spider-Man in the future. They had to revise all that because they need money. Okay? And catering to the hardcore gamer, it's not profitable in this current age of gaming. As much as you want to deny it, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's not going to solely bring in the cash. Don't forget the hardcore gamer, but you really think catering catering solely to the hardcore gamer is a financially sound, a business sound decision. It's not, okay? So I'm laughing because, like I said, most of the Sony fanboys are quiet right now. They know Sean Layton got kicked out because Sony is taking the PlayStation division into this direction going forth. They slowly greasing, they slowly like easing it in there. Just the tip right now. Just the tip. Okay? And then look what they put on PlayStation now. They put on a bunch of games that you have played already. They're exclusive that you have played already. Nothing major. This is why in the future I'm feeling like they're getting you ready. They're getting you ready. They're going to put on the old Last of Us. They're going to put on the old Uncharted, because next generation, they more than likely will do what Microsoft is doing and start doing the exclusives and giving you an option to either get their version of PSNow, which will be more akin to Game Pass, where you will get access to exclusives. And that would make Sony a lot of money because their exclusives got reputation. They exclusives have reputation. So you think a lot of people aren't going to sign up for this program? Let's imagine if they announced that PSNow on PS5 will have the sequel to God of War 4, basically the current God of War. Imagine that. You really think people will like, what? And then it's gonna have all different types of PS exclusives to it. Hell, if they put on a bunch of PlayStation 4 past exclusives on PSNow, by the time the PlayStation 5 drops out, it's going to do well. The Game Pass is going to do well. Their version of Game Pass is going to do well. PSNow. See, I'm getting all confused because it's all going to end up just the same. I mean, hell, Nintendo's been doing it already. Nintendo's been doing a lot of things right now when it comes to their service. I know their service is only $20 a month. It ain't really up to par, but I mean, as for not streaming, but giving you the option to do what? Buy the games online. I know that's different. All of them do this. But follow me where I'm going. The digital era. This is what I mean. The digital era is in effect. Okay, Microsoft caught onto it. Nintendo definitely caught onto it. Sony, it's kind of like, but they were still trying to ride the momentum of their first party games. And now that first party mystique is over with, what they got coming out next? That's exclusive. Death Stranding, a game that people are not sold on. People are just, oh, well, it's a walking simulator. Oh, it's Hideo Kojima's God Complex game. This is what happens when you give a man who's so pompous and so full of himself. This is what happened when you give him the access to make his own game. Konami pretty much had him doing Metal Gear because that's all he's really good at. I've heard all of that. And honestly, they could be right. I don't know. My thing is, you have to wait till next year at the tail end of PlayStation 4's life cycle to get Last of Us 2. Just like you had to wait near the damn end of PlayStation 3's life cycle to get Last of Us Part 1. So, God knows what's going to happen. But I tell you this, like I said, there's crickets. Because Sony's moving in that direction of digital and Game Pass, like Microsoft has. But we're going to watch the fanboys for Sony give excuses. And their silence right now is because they have no excuses. But I digress. So as usual, because I'm a Fury, I'm here. Now I'm out. Peace.